Let's level up your site and funnel conversion with these deceptively simple conversion optimization hacks. So timestamps below, along with some other helpful links and resources, including a link to our UTM builder to help you actually track all of your traffic sources and figure out which one is actually converting the best. Now, when it comes to conversion rate optimization, almost everything we're going to talk about could apply to any page on your site, and this is no more apparent than this first one, which is having one clear call to action per page, even if it's your homepage. So here are a couple of homepage examples. This is neilpatel.com. As you can see, all he wants us to do is enter in the domain of our site, and then the process takes up from there. And then, of course, if you scroll down the page, then you'll see that he has 4 options at the bottom. So this is how you balance out pretty much the one page on your site where you can't have a clear call to action. As another example, we'll go over to digitalmarketer.com. They're constantly testing, so if you go and look at the site, it's probably different now. But as you can see at the top here, they're promoting their content marketing certification. So they have one clear call to action, even though they have lots of certifications, right? And then as we scroll down the page, you see there's other opportunities for people to start filtering out themselves. Oh boy, I'm talking over myself. Other opportunities for people to start filtering out themselves based upon what they're actually interested in or looking for. But in the hero section at the very top, there's one clear call to action. In fact, our site does this as well. At the very top, we ask a question. Are you overwhelmed with funnels, content, your vision, whatever it is, marketing issue they might be having? And then we have one call to action to grab the Aspire notebook. And so it's kind of like a lead magnet that we created to be a catch-all. Is it going to convert all that well? No, but it's going to convert way better than having, 12 different buttons at the very top. And then as we scroll down the page at the very bottom, we have an opportunity for people to start filtering themselves based upon the specific problems or the specific results that they're going after. And of course, if you aren't looking to optimize your homepage, you're looking for other pages on your site or even blog posts, this still applies. You want to have one clear call to action. So here's some examples of some landing pages that we create. And as you can see here, it has a headline, it has no external links on any of these, and they all have one call to action, which is to enter the email to get whatever the free offer is. And so if you do one thing after binge watching conversion rate optimization guides here on YouTube, it's to make sure that every page on your site has one clear call to action, that only asterisk being the home page, as you saw with these examples, where you're not quite sure what someone's looking for. So you might have some filters, but in the hero section, we always have one clear call to action. Now, once you have that clear call to action for whatever page you're looking to optimize, we want to make sure that we're asking for the minimum amount of information. This is especially important when it comes to opt-in forms, right? So of all the information that you could ask for, really the name and email is the bare minimum, and actually, email is just the bare minimum, right? That you actually need in order to move whatever your sales process is forward. In fact, most of our landing pages, we only ask for the email because we want to increase our conversion rates. And remember that once you have someone's contact information, you can always get more information later on down the road. So no sense in filtering people out in the beginning. Now, you may go to other sites and bigger services-based businesses where they seem to ask 21 questions. They want to know the business address, they want to know the size, they want to know the budget. And that's simply because they get so much traffic that they actually want to start filtering people out. So unless you have that problem, which congratulations, then you want to limit the amount of information you ask for in your contact forms to dramatically increase your conversion rates. Now, if your call to action isn't collecting contact information and you're trying to get someone on the phone with you, or you are trying to go straight for a sale, another thing you can do to actually boost your conversions over the long term is actually delaying that call to action. So the more touch points and the more contact we have with a potential customer before we ultimately ask for their payment information or ask them to hop on the phone with us, the higher our conversion rate will be. I realize that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. So let me back up. When it comes to the lead nurturing process, you're always going to have higher conversion rates driving traffic from your email list over to your booking or your sales page versus driving cold traffic from YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, wherever it is, straight over to that sales page. So maybe you want to come up with some ideas for a lead magnet, like a template, an audit, some sort of planner, or if you have a service, offer some sort of trial so you can collect that contact information. you can demonstrate your value, you have multiple opportunities via email to follow up with people, and then you can drive all of that traffic over to your sales page or your booking page. Now, yes, this is a lot of work and it can kind of feel like cheating a little bit when it comes to conversion rate optimization, but remember that when someone hits your site, you have just a couple of seconds to grab their attention and then maybe another couple of seconds before they decide whether or not to take the action. So if the action you're driving people to is just join your email list for this awesome free gift or check out this awesome free trial, then you're much more likely to get more people taking that action. And now we have more touch points along the way via email, via remarketing ads to actually get them to pull out their credit card information. As opposed to going straight for the sale, you're going to have a really high bounce rate and a lot of people are just not going to ultimately buy. Now, the good news is this next one is relatively easy to put together and actually use depending upon your software, and this is going to be split testing your headlines. Look, whether it's your landing page, your sales page, or your home page, the biggest factor of success when it comes to that page's conversions is most likely going to be your headline. So using a software like Google Optimize, which is free to set up, you can split the traffic in between the two different versions of your page to see which one gets you more conversions, right? And then the final one here, this one's going to be the most amount of work and I get the most pushback on it, so we went ahead and left it to the end. And that is testing different offers. Now, pump the brakes. I'm not saying you have to completely rewrite your product or service, right? Or you have to completely create a new landing page. Instead, what I'm saying is try out different lead magnets, right? So free template, audit, planner, resource guide, even a webinar or insider report, whatever it is you're offering in exchange for that contact information to push the sales process forward, go ahead and try multiple different ones because the biggest success factor when it comes to your conversions ultimately is what you're offering, right? We talked about all these other things we could do to optimize the page, but at the end of the day, if we're offering something that people don't actually want, well, then our conversions are just going to be low. So going back to our landing page examples from the beginning here, a lot of these are, you're seeing version 3 or 4 of our lead magnets, right? We didn't start with conversion rates like this, and we didn't start with these particular lead magnets, but we just kept testing to figure out what type of lead magnet or what type of free offer can we make to get the most people signing up. And so that's all there is to it, to conversion rate optimization. It's a lot of testing and you just don't want to assume anything when it comes to it. And as a quick summary here, make sure each page has a clear call to action. You ask for the minimum amount of information on each one of those pages. Don't go straight for the sale. Definitely focus on growing your email list and then using email to nurture those prospects. Split test all your headlines. And finally, test out different lead magnets. So I'll leave a link in the cards and the description to a full-blown guide that goes through how to test out your lead magnets. And of course, you do need to make sure that you are testing and tracking all of your different traffic sources, which is where our free UTM builder comes in. So I'll leave a link in the description to that, and you can create tracking links for free using this tool so you know which traffic sources are actually converting for you. So hit that like button, subscribe for more marketing guides just like this one, and until the next, keep building the business you love.